pattern. So follow these instructions and you get it accordingly. Okay, I'm working on a small scale drafting right here, so it might not give you exactly the shape you're expected to have when you are working on a normal. So this is my natural neckline, and that is where I'm going to sew my collar. Okay, so I have a detailed video on how to make a collar, so you can go through this video to attach your shirt collar. So this is going to be on fold, as you can see right there. So I'll practically cut this part because it's going to be on fold. Okay, so I'm going to come up from this line by 1.5, and then I'll blend up this line to avoid sharp points. Okay, so it means I'm cutting on this line to avoid sharp points. So now you can see what our pattern looks like. So the next thing I want to do is to open up what I have here to create my flay. Okay, so I'll close up the bust dart right now. So I'll apply my adhesive and close up my bust dart. So here I'm going to have this, and here I have my bust dart closed, as you can see. So once bust dart is closed, you notice we have a little fullness to that. Okay, so people, I need to add more. So to add more fullness, just from here, this line, you can just tilt it this way. Okay, to add more slash lines, 1, 2, 3. So you have your flare the way you want it, as it is on that dress. Okay, so I will just go ahead and cut. And if you don't want to get it to the bust, if you want your bust, because this is your bust area, the bust lines. Okay, so if you don't want it to get to the bust, you can do this on the waistline. You can do this and do this. Okay, just watch what I'm doing. You can do this and do this. Thereby you are adding the fullness, not on the bust area, but this time you are adding it on the waist area. Okay, so as it is right there, it depends on what you want. So I just bring in my pepper right now, and I'm going to spread what I have right here. So if I have to spread what I have right here, so it depends on how many inches or how you want your flow to be. But exactly the flow we have right there is actually a big flow. So it flows very well. So automatically this has already increased on its own. So I can just increase it by the length of this as well. Okay. So if you want to cut through, it means you'll be cutting through and opening by your bust area. But I just want it to still have a little shape, as you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So this is it, and this is your flare, as you can see right here. So people, I'll just go through the sides and cut my flare accordingly. So with the slash and spread method, you are able to have your flare exactly the way you desire it to be, and you still have your fabric intact without cutting and joining. Okay, so this is what you have right here. This is going to be on fold. You use this to cut both front and back. The difference is the neckline will be higher because you are attaching a collar, and you can come out a little bit when you are cutting your armhole. Okay, all right, so that is that. your placket, we have a detailed video on how to make a placket. We just made it recently on this channel, so you can check out how to draft the how to sew the placket. So all you need to do, cut and fold, open up and sew your placket, okay? And then the collar. So the next you are going to do is to take the measurement of what you have on this. Okay, so whatever you have on this, times by 4. So here I have 18 inches, so I'm going to times 18 by 4. So whatever I have as the result of my 18 by 4, that is what I'm going to use to cut my pleatings on the floor line. So I'll pretend the pleatings is going to be 4 inches or 5 inches. So I'm pretending cutting what I have here as my 18 times 4. So once I'm done joining all my dresses, the last thing I'm going to do is to make my pleats or make my gathers, depending on what you actually want. As you can see right here, so I'll keep making my gathers, my pleats, my gathers. Once I made it all, I'm going to sew on the hem line. Can you see that? So I'll sew everything in on my hem line. So this is actually very beautiful gown. So you can just give it a try and drop your comment on the comment section and tell us how it went. Okay people, so this is how we come to the end of this tutorial. I believe you learned a lot once again. So if you want to do this on bias, I'm afraid of the length because most fabrics does not really come in length. You can have a full long length like this. So it is best you know, add up your pepper as much as you can and then place on your fabric and have what you want, okay? And the fabric you are making use to have this effect is going to be a vintage chiffon. Okay, so the vintage chiffon will actually give you this beautiful flow once you have slashed and spread, okay? Alright people, so thank you very much for coming once again to this tutorial. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends. Drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming and see you in the next one. Bye.